Former World No.1 Lee Westwood has joined an exclusive club as he made his 500th appearance on the European Tour. Anna Whiteley met up with him at the European Masters in Switzerland to discuss a 24-year career that isn't finished yet.
There is no doubt that this man next to me is one of the finest European golfers of all time, Lee Westwood. This is quite a milestone in your career this week at the European Masters, 500 European Tour events. Does it feel like you've been on tour playing that many events for so long?
Yes. When I get out of bed in the morning and it takes a while for everything to loosen up, yes, it feels like I've been out here for 500 events. But no, I can remember the first one I played here, and I can remember my first ever tour event, Madeira Island Open. So, yeah, it seems to have gone very quickly. 24 years has flown by.
It has. But, I mean, you have been at the top of your game, as you say, for over 20 years. Jordan Spieth was about 2 when you came out on tour. What has kept you going, and what's been your motivation to get up in the morning and keep winning and keep picking up the clubs?
Just love playing golf, you know. I get out of bed in the morning and do something that, you know, I love to do. And I've earned quite a lot of money doing it, so I've got to play the best courses in the world. You know, people would pay to come play here, and we get to play for a lot of money.
You, of course, won here at the European Masters back in '99. You're coming straight off the back of a top 10 finish last week. So it really doesn't seem like your career has dropped at all. What do you think has been the secret to playing so well for so long?
I don't know. I think it comes down to technique, a lot of it. You know, consistent technique, good work ethic. You know, there's not really too many weaknesses in my game. You know, it's had to be pretty strong. And I just love the competitiveness of it, and getting into the final few groups on a Sunday and feeling that pressure. Yeah.
Well, your first win came back in '96 at the Scandinavian Masters. It's a huge moment for any golfer. Can you remember what that feeling was, getting that first win and establishing yourself on tour?
Well, it was in a playoff. It was in a playoff against Paul Broadhurst and Russell Claydon in Gothenburg for the Scandinavian Masters, and I made about a 30 or 40 footer on the 18th green, which I think was the second playoff hole, to beat Russell. And you know, just remember it going in and running off, and Scotchy, an old caddy, was caddying for me, and we high-fived, and I think it was my 17th tournament in a row. That's how much I used to play in those days. That's why I'm playing 500 now.
Yeah. But what's remarkable about your career is, yes, you've had 23 European Tour wins, but globally, 43 wins. You've won on 5 different continents. Was that always something that you wanted to do, was to prove your talent over the world?
I just enjoyed the different cultures and playing in the different places, different kinds of golf courses, different grasses. And like you say, it's been 5 different continents and 19 different countries, which I think is a record. I think the next best's Ernie Els, a Gary Player, with 11, so you know, quite well ahead in that.
Well, yes, you've had an amazing individual career, but the Ryder Cup is another beast altogether, so I'm going to let you hit your second shot and come back to you.
Okay. Sit.
So the Ryder Cup, for you personally, you've had so many highs and lows on the Ryder Cup. What are your fondest moments? What do you look back on with the most pride?
The fact that I played 10 consecutive Ryder Cups. You know, one of the big moments for me was playing with Nick Faldo in my first one. I learned a lot from him at Valderrama under Seve's captaincy. So I've sort of played in different generations of Ryder Cup teams. So you know, experienced a lot of different things in those different Ryder Cups. Golf's changed a lot over those 20 years, and the Ryder Cup itself has changed more than any of it, really. As for experiences in the Ryder Cup, I don't think anything's ever going to get better than the last day in Chicago at Medina. So there's a few other places that have come close. You know, playing with Darren at the K Club shortly after he'd lost his wife Heather was very emotional. Obviously my first one at Valderrama, but all of them have got special memories for me. Even some of the ones, you know, that we've lost, we still had good experiences with those Ryder Cups. It's just that the United States teams just played a little bit better.
And I know next year, I'm sure you would love to be on that team. You are so close to becoming the most successful European Ryder Cupper of all time. Is the goal to be on that playing team?
Yeah, I'd like to, you know, start getting my game together and playing well and winning some points and qualify for that team, obviously. But if I'm not on the team, you know, I'd like to be involved in some way. Somewhere down the line, I'd like to be captain myself, so I'd like to have a look from the other side, the management side, how it all works and how to go about things. So you know, I'll still be learning all the time. So yeah, it'd be nice to be involved in some way.
Yeah. And of course, I haven't even mentioned the fact that you did own the #1 spot for a substantial amount of time. Was that just the most incredible feeling to know that you were the best golfer in the world?
Yeah. I was walking around Sainsbury's at the time when I found out, and I was looking for rubber gloves, which is, and mashed potato, I think, which is kind of weird combination. But I got a phone call to say that I'd got to World #1, and it's just a weird experience, you know, especially when you're walking around a supermarket. You know, you stand there and you think, oh, you got to the pinnacle of the game.
Yeah.
I'm the best there is in the world, so the world's a pretty big place and there's a lot of people playing golf.
It certainly is, but you did it, and there is plenty more to come, no doubt.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank you
so much for walking a hole with us.
Pleasure.
One of Europe's finest, Lee Westwood.